Hey guys, welcome back to I Will Wander. We are just a second. Hey guys, welcome back to I Will Wander. That's Wood Lake over there. Kelowna is about 10 minutes that way. Oyama is about 5 minutes that way. And we're at the Spion Kop hiking trail, which goes up that way. We're gonna head up there right now. I forgot to mention that road right here. It's called the Pelmewash Parkway. I have driven by here hundreds of times, and I have occasionally seen people hiking. I never gave it much thought, but Tourism Kelowna recently posted a photo from where we're hopefully going to end up, somewhere up there, and it looks absolutely incredible, the view. And from what I gather, it's quite a gentle hike, so it's kind of perfect for this mildish Sunday afternoon here in Kelowna, British Columbia. Let's get at it. Pretty gentle start. The first phase here, right beside the highway. It's not a highway, it's a road. Along here, it's 50 kilometers an hour, so not exactly a major thoroughfare. Something to keep in mind for this hike, guys, as you can hear with the car going by here, is that it's not, this really quiet, remote kind of a spot. You are basically in Kelowna when you're doing this hike, and that's the main road down there. But as you can see behind me there, the views certainly open up quickly. I've been at this for maybe 5 minutes. It's already looking quite gorgeous. And if we do a full pan around, you see that you are getting at the nature, but it is not this remote, quiet kind of experience at all. But it is handy. I mean, I'm 10 minutes from my house right there. It's gorgeous that way. Vineyards. Quick little word of advice. As you're coming in here, if you're going from Kelowna towards Vernon, Oyama, basically you pull off on that little side road, Pelmewash. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. And it gets you down to where you can start in on this hike. You'll see the signs at the crosswalks for the different hikes that are on offer. Quick word of advice. Some of the pull-offs before you get here have porta potty outhouse options, but where you park to start this actual hike, it doesn't have any of that. So if you're feeling the need or the possible need to go to the bathroom, I would suggest that you take advantage of that at the first visible porta potty, because some big old trees there. Wow. You don't have an option right at the trailhead for that, and I've just started on this. I'm like 5 minutes into this, but there haven't been any options that way so far. And normally, in a more remote circumstance, it's certainly not an issue. You just look around and pick a spot and away you go. But again, this is, as gorgeous as this is, you're basically suburban Kelowna here, so you kind of want to be a little more cautious that way, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, use the first bathroom you see on the way here, because it looks like it goes for a while before you get that option. But enough about that. Leg day, bro. Leg day. Exactly what I needed. Check out the cobwebs. Basically in Kelowna. Not like I'm having to trek way out of town and deal with any of that. And I'm getting a workout. It's beautiful. In the summer, this would be a great a great cardio thing. You can jog it up and down, possibly. Yeah, I regard this, what I'm doing right now, voluntarily. Little sign indicating that way. The opportunity and the ability to do this stuff is, to me anyway, a huge quality of life indicator. Checking out the trail and feeling very, very fortunate that I'm able to put myself through this, basically. And there are times when we don't have time to intentionally strain ourselves in such a healthy manner. So, main trail goes up there, but if we turn it this way, the view's coming along, and there's a bit of a thing this way, so I'm just gonna take a peek. I'm just gonna take a peek up this way a little bit. Something to be aware of if you go off trail at all here, guys. Is it barbed wire there? A lot of fencing in this spot that has not been maintained for whatever reason. So if you do decide, like I've just done here, to go for a little tour off the main trail, be aware that that's a possibility. Okay, Spion Kop hiking trails, way bigger than I thought. So we started here, Pelmewash Parkway, and right there basically, and we've come to this spot right here. And what happens is, this Highway 97, you can hear it in the background there. The trail actually goes under the highway, and then it really gets at it. That's where it all is, back that way. I thought this was this cute little thing, but it really goes forever. And we've still got a couple hours of sunlight, so I'll show you where this goes. What I'm talking about here on the map, it's just over there. We're gonna get out of here. And then, I don't know. Just see what things look like when we get there. So you come out right there, Highway 97, making all that noise. And then the trail continues up here, down, and it goes underneath Highway 97 there. And then it goes up that way. There's residential right there, but it goes up that way, I guess. And you really get at it. So I think I'm gonna carry on here, and I'll let you know how things look. Little indication of how urbanized this hike is. We're gonna see how well this works here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I guess that's for the after dark hiking crowd. Let's keep going and get after it. Some interesting visuals. I really like curved trees like that. A little bent, but carrying on, aren't we all? And then this one fell, and with the snowfall, we have some visuals there too. After going under the underpass behind us there, with the traffic light type apparatus to turn the lights on, I like to look at these old fallen trees here as well. I veered left. There's an option to go right. I went left. Didn't catch what it was called. It's a gentle thing, but it's not exactly a remote hike. You've got traffic noise from 97 behind you there the whole time. And there's residential right there and right there. So, you know, you can get at it. It's great that way. I'm getting a great leg workout. And that's precisely why I came here, is I needed to get the legs pumping a little bit today. But if silence and the sense of remote nature is a big part of your motivation on a hike, this is probably not your best choice. It's a very local thing for Kelowna residents. I've never been, really wanted to check it out, really glad I did. On my own personal fitness journey, been very lucky to be able to get skiing quite a bit this year. Almost always at night, because at time of recording, as they say, Big White most nights of the week and Silver Star Friday and Saturday nights have night skiing for $30, and both are what I regard as quite accessible as far as time goes. Big White's actually a little closer to where I currently live in Kelowna. Days when I'm not fortunate enough to get up on a hill, a couple days ago, I had a misguided attempt at Revelstoke that didn't pan out for reasons we don't need to go into, but this year I'm motivated to be a ski bum. I went to lengths to get on a hill, and I ended up at Silver Star on the same night where it didn't work out in the Revelstoke attempt. Yeah, going to lengths to get on a hill this year. And the days or nights when I'm not fortunate enough to get on a hill, I've started into going to a pool. There are 5, 6, 7 of them that are options in Kelowna. Extremely fortunate that way as well, these rec centers. And I rotate doing laps, hitting the steam room, cold shower, laps in the pool, hot tub, cold shower, a couple more laps like that there. And my fitness level, by the way, the airport is right there, so you get that all the time here too. But I'll tell you what I'm liking. I'm liking that sentiment right there. It's all about the love. Apparently what I took is Parkside. And we've got these 2 options. Yeah, there's the indication there. We're on Parkside. And we've got, what do you figure, guys? There's a literal fork in the road here. Let's go right. Let's go this way. And see how this looks after a little while. Looks a little overgrown in the early phase here. Back to the fitness monologue. So, in the pool, a few times a week now. It's been a long time. I don't know that I've ever really done aquatic fitness before, where I've used swimming as a sort of a training exercise thing. It's always just been a whim thing. You go dive off the high tower and, you know, splash around, whatever. It's never been a consistent exercise kind of an operation for me, but it is now for the first time. And it's incredible that you can very thoroughly monitor your improvements in cardio conditioning. Example, the first day I went, I assume it's 25 meter length, and I went one end to the other. Attempts at, you know, proper swimming form, coughing and spitting and not looking too sharp. I love these old trees though. I'd love to carbon date that thing. And I go one end to the other, and I have to stop because I'm too out of breath. one 25-meter length of the pool, and I'm waving the lifeguard off. No, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Bad out of breath. Not that bad, but it was bad. So then back the other way. Kind of got my breath. Kind of got the whole, okay, I'm swimming here. There's a deep end and stuff. Get in the zone here. And then do the steam room, and then a bit more, hot tub, a bit more, and then I'm done. You know, a day, 2-3 days later, whenever the schedule allows, I'm back at the rec center, aquatic center that has the pool and the warm room options. And I noticed, okay, I just did a full lap there, and I'm breathing heavy, but I'm not, you know, reaching for something to keep me afloat. This is the second visit to the pool. Do another one similar to that, basically twice the length I was capable of the first time I went to the pool. And then the warm rooms, get the sweat going, shower off. Shock the system, kind of a poor man's Wim Hof there, and then off you go, feeling good about life and smelling like chlorine, right? It's been a few weeks now, and for a few strokes anyway, I'm able to do a smooth, zen, sort of proper swimming form, where there is at least a bit of grace involved in me in a swimming pool, because God knows there wasn't. Early days, it was pretty flop-assy, panicky looking creature there, but I've got it, and I can do it. I'm capable of at least a bit of grace in the pool, and very, very noticeable improvements in the cardio in a very short period of time. I can do, I don't know, maybe two without too much grief, maybe 3, you know, full lengths, double lengths, 25 meters. And then I stop for a bit, and I'm catching my breath, but I'm not worrying about going under, kind of thing. Maybe a couple more steam room, a couple more hot tub, a couple more, and then, you know what, we'll do one more set of laps, and then I get out of there smelling like chlorine and loving life, because I've just had this. I think swimming is supposed to be one of the most effective forms of exercise all around, right? And tends to be, you know, a gentle environment in these rec sites. You're not getting, you know, where you're having to stay aware, right? I go midday during the week, so I don't know how much a factor that is. I mean, but all that to say, you're not worrying about anything. It's a gentle sort of a scenario, and you get a new form of fitness. Having said that, I've never really had thighs, truthfully. Calf muscles the size of coconuts, but watermelons, whatever you want, but never really thighs. And I've made a point of isolating the thighs in the pool, where I get these little floaties where I'm not even moving my arms. It's just the leg things for a couple laps, and that one gets you out of breath because it's a muscle group that I don't even really have. And the benefit is such that I am noticing larger muscular development in my thighs than previously. So it's working to such a degree that my thighs are noticeably larger. And when I ski, it's unbelievable, the benefit difference from the pool work that I've been doing, specifying specific muscle groups that I used when I ski, and then I hit the hill and nothing but grace on the mountain. And I'm going to lengths to get on the mountain this year. Ski bum enthusiasm like I haven't had since I was a very young guy. It's great. The consistent exercise, and I know how insanely fortunate I am, despite, you know, some other challenges that we all have. I know how incredibly lucky I am to be able to do all this stuff and to live in this area. And, you know, that's a slight letdown because I don't have the lake in the same view right now. It's going to be a few minutes until I can get the lake and the vineyards and the mountain. This is my issue. Okay, so I get it. I know how well things are looking in a whole lot of ways. This hike, I'll give you an honest assessment. I mean, I'm watching highway traffic right in front of me. Trucks, noise. There's an aeroplane there because the airport's like right there. So it's good because it's local. You know, literally under 10 minutes from my apartment here, right? And I'm at this. And I'm just touching this. Like, we didn't really get at it back that way. I'm gonna go just up here and we're gonna see if there's a bit of a view. I don't think so because the highway will be in the way. This ramble's been going on for almost 7 minutes there. Wowzers. Conditioning is improving in ways that I've never really worked it before, in the pools and stuff like this. And on a whim, lucky enough to get at hiking. I get at the hiking in a spot that is essentially a suburb of Kelowna, and you can see here there are little motorbike ATV trails, so you can come and brup here as well. That'd be a lot of fun. Let's go turn the light on under the bridge just for fun and get back the other way. As we enter the tunnel, going the other way. I'm not going to bother with the lights. I don't want to fray any wires or anything. We'll keep it fresh for people that I could see it might be a concern if somebody's alone here. You know, you want to turn these on. Something that struck me is of late you sometimes hear of concerns people have of World War III. We're going to war, and grand battles taking place between the nations. And I take a look at the males in their early 20s in Canada right now, and I kind of go, you're worried about that thing going to war. Kids identifying as a pregnant giraffe doesn't even remember what sexuality means. Got them so screwed up. You're worried about organizing that group into a fighting machine and taking on Russia and China. Come on, we're not going to war, guys. Stop it. Don't even worry about that. That tunnel is the highlight of this hike so far, by the way. It's a fun little thing. Bit of an in-law suite going there along the trail. Not exactly your most gorgeous visual, but that's fine. If you happen to be an alpha or a strong alpha, and you you repress it to be able to function in modern society, because you wouldn't stay free too long if you didn't really oh crap, there's tricks. That's not a dog. That's too big for a dog. Great, we're good. So yeah, the strong alpha thing, I have been doing cardio now for about 30 minutes, much of it uphill. Got a really good thigh burn going, got a bit of a sweat going. My effervescent glow in the cheeks is coming along very nicely. And a part of what happens with the strong alphas is with the testosterone hit that you get in these activities, you can feel yourself wanting to get after it. Anything. But there's, you know, in a suburban Kelowna, gentle hike, not really too much you're gonna get after, you know, but it feels fantastic to foster that and be aware of it, and, you know, fully aware of the benefit of the cardio that you're engaging in. Getting a little sweaty, a little stinky. Get a bit of an endorphin, but I'm getting more of a testosterone hit. Kick that tree down. What's that? That's what I thought. It's beautiful. We're not far. There's the lake. See, it's not a horrible thing. You get a bit of a lake view. I'll show you more later. And there's where we're heading down. That's where we just came up. Get after it. Something big in the lake there. Oh, maybe a duck. Again, we're just up from the airport here, trying to wait for one plane to go by and another one starts going the other direction. So this is Wood Lake we're looking at. Kelowna is just to the right, 5 minutes. You're kind of in Kelowna, to be honest. Lake Country is what it's called. Those are vineyards directly across there. And it's almost like this area is showing off sometimes, summer months especially. This is astounding, this region. Those are all vineyards on the other side. I just realized, directly beneath this tree, and this big boy has partially fallen. And I'm right in its path. So I'm gonna get going. What I really wanna do is come back here in other weather. Enjoying it now, but there's more drama to be had at the scenery. What I was getting at a little bit there, I'm assuming we're gonna have at least one more blizzard, heavy snowfall in this area before the winter's out. Kind of guarantee it. I think I'm gonna come here if possible and do this exact hike in really heavy snowfall conditions, because I think it would offer a unique beauty of its own for this entire scene to be covered in a little bit of snow. And I know for a fact, summer months, nice hot summer Okanagan day. Okanagan is the region of British Columbia that this is. The state or the province is British Columbia. The city is Kelowna, and the region is the Okanagan. It's got all the vineyards and the equestrian horse farms and all the stuff, and the hiking in the mountains and everything else. So winter storm, hope to return. Hot, clear, sunny day, gonna definitely return. I don't think we're quite done yet. Let's carry on. Might as well keep going here. We got a little time while we're hiking. I was gonna go into where the various character, persona, acts, bits that I do on social media kind of came from a little bit, sort of. One, you don't really see him too much, is the horny hitman. And what happened there was I was taking selfies in these incredibly gorgeous, dramatic British Columbia beauty spots. And I was having a beautiful day, wonderful day, happy, doing really well. But the feel I was giving in these photos was literally, I look like a hitman. So I had this recurring joke for a long time. And despite the fact that I look like a hitman, I'm having a great day in this selfie. So, and then the horny thing, I just added that. I don't know where that came from. Can't imagine where that came from. So that's where the hitman thing came from, is I always looked that miserable in the selfies that I was taking, even though I was having, like today, kind of an incredible day, right? With kind of incredible scenery going on all around. Not quite a gratuitous cliff shot, but a pretty good drop off there. So that's where the hitman thing came from. And for goodness sakes, I don't regard myself as an assassin. And if I did, I wouldn't be advertising it all over my social media feeds and adding my current libido level to it. Come on. None of, they're all just bits I do. It's like, I don't know, it's like a kid going off basically. So there's that. Decentio, it's got the Elvis shades going. I do that right after I get my head shaved, because the character kind of looks that part more with a very shaved head. I was, as you may be aware, I Will Wander, this YouTube channel, is also a brand. There are clothing and accessories offered at iwillwander.com. And I was starting into the possibility of Lakeview there. I was starting into the possibility of another clothing endeavor. And I like the association with Italian names. So I was going over in my mind what might be a possible Italian sounding brand name for a clothing line that I was considering launching. Never ended up happening. I've kind of got a few things on the go, as you may be aware. And one of the names I came up with was Decentio. Same time as that was going on, I was writing these shorts, as in short films, and I was writing them a little differently, where I was including details of direction, shot angles, how wide the shot was supposed to be, inferior, superior, you know, above or below, maybe at an angle, whatever, any kind of camera movements that I wanted or that I foresaw in the scene in this short. I like that right there. And as I was out screwing around at potential locations for these shorts that I was going to write, this entire thing went click, 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 click through my mind, as it sometimes does with these things. Decentio, there it is. There's the character. He's this dark central kind of, I don't know if he's intelligence or he's on the dark side or kind of the same thing maybe. But Decentio has all these people coming and going in his life, and he's this big mysterious guy, and he's all dark and trippy, and he usually talks like this. And weird metaphors to diamonds, and I don't know. This person is aware of that and whatever. If you've seen any of the Decentio bits, that's what that's all about. It's just me screwing around with a character. And the Elvis Shades, I think that may have been the one and only whim purchase I ever made, ever in my life, on Amazon, where I went, you know what, I need Elvis Shades. Everyone needs Elvis Shades. I gotta get a set of Elvis Shades. So I think they're $4.99 or something. As good as they look on Decentio, they're not expensive. So the whim purchase Elvis Shades felt like a good addition to the character of Decentio, and who knows, maybe a new Bond or Bourne type series of feature films is born. Who knows, right? It's fun screwing around with him because I combine all the other stuff I've got going. I'll have him mention another character or another, sort of the trees fell there. Neat. I'll have Decentio mention another character or another plot line when he does his dark and trippy bit. So that was Decentio. Remind me, guys, who else we got? We got Horny Hitman, Decentio, and give me a sec. There's a thing here. Hang on. Powder Jesus is another persona character bit that I do on all the social channels. I was skiing Whistler with a cousin of mine, and he was with, I don't know, 4 or 5 of his friends, and we were having a once in a lifetime powder day, chest deep snow. I don't remember the centimeter count, like 50 centimeters after 40 centimeters the day before. Just ridiculous powder, right? And we were all in a group going through this intensely gorgeous powder experience. And I was going along, and I had my hands out to my sides, and you lean way back. So it feels like water skiing, basically, in the most beautiful way. And as we were doing that, we were all not jockeying, but kind of changing position. Who was ahead, who was over to the left, to the right. We were going that way. And out of nowhere, I just started yelling, "I am the Powder Jesus, I am the Powder Jesus," to the endorphin-induced giggles of the group I was with, right? Never really thought much of it. Just once in a while would make reference to Powder Jesus when referring back to that once-in-a-lifetime powder ski day on Whistler that we all enjoyed. And I thought, no, I could milk that for something. So I started doing this, I'm Powder Jesus. And for the younger set that may have watched that and not had a clue what I'm doing, a guy named Chuck Norris is this, I think he's still alive. He's an older actor, and he's this martial arts guy. He was one of the best in the world, hung out with Bruce Lee all the time. He's an amazing guy. And then later in his career, after his acting career and martial arts career was kind of over, he did a long-running series of advertisements, and he would hold the product up and approve of the product, right? So it's razors, or let's say, I'm Chuck Norris, and I approve of these Gillette razors. And that was his thing. So when I'm doing the Powder Jesus bit, and it's a character and a bit, again, I don't think I'm the son of the creator of the universe, so don't even. There's people coming up the trail here. I added the Chuck Norris thing about how he approves of whatever's going on. Oh, there's someone there, I gotta stop. I mentioned how this area in general, Wood Lake here is where we're at. Just a little bit up from Kelowna. It's almost like this area is showing off. It is so gorgeous. And this is just a nondescript, cloudy ass winter day, and it's still incredible. And would you look at that? Like it or not, things progress and the next season comes along. So that's Powder Jesus. I was in an endorphin haze, love and life, for a really good reason. And I started doing it and just kind of kept doing it and added this, and I approve of these conditions. Generally, when I do that character, I'm adding some other bit to it, or trying to sort of cross promote something, as they all kind of are that, you know, trying to get traction to something else. So that's where Powder Jesus came from. There's another character. He's a country and western lad, and he's tentatively called Licious Haggard. As in delicious. Licious is his first name. His mother had a sense of humor. And Haggard, like Merle Haggard. Licious Haggard. And he writes country songs, and they're quite good. So I don't think I would ever impose me singing country music that I've written on you. I don't think. I can't guarantee that. But you may occasionally get brief conversations with a country boy named Licious Haggard, who's got a lot to say, as you'll see in the coming weeks. So enough with the gorgeous views and the cardio, and let's get going. Another weird thing to be, I guess, pleased about, you know, when you've got really good cardio going, you got a good sweat going, and you get a sense of your own musk or odor, aroma, sort of thing, as you're sweating it up. Lately, because of the consistent conditioning that I've been doing, and cardio and other forms of exercise, that general sense I get of my own, whatever you call that, sweat, smell, whatever it is, it seems a little healthier than it's been in the past. So don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but you kind of get that sense that the system is kind of up a gear or something. With the general metabolism tends to be higher, and when I ski now, I'm able to do peak to base runs, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row, with the only stop I do is to get on the gondola or the chairlift. So that jolt to your metabolism stays with me until well into the next afternoon, it feels like, where you can feel slightly energized, and the endorphin, oh my god, the endorphin hit off of going at it that way is just absolutely incredible. So pleased with things that way, and yeah, I'll take that view. I guess I'll take it. Nah. Oh look, another gold deposit. Kidding, I'm kidding. And we're down at the base yet again. Pelmewash or something right there. I drive it all the time, but I don't know what it's called. At the aquatic center that I've been going to, they have sort of a surf simulator. They've got like 6 different pools. It's ridiculous how big this thing is. It's amazing spot. And one of the things, you get it going, and you get a surfboard, and you kind of go off the edge, and there's I guess you're on the decline, and you're back and forth, pretty much identical to what's involved in surfing. So we know I'm trying that. I have done what I guess technically could be called surfing in the past. Wouldn't say I exactly have it down quite yet, but I can do it. And the first time you do it is a fist pumping in the air, yelling with delight kind of moment. But all that to say, I'm going to be getting out the surf simulator, and hopefully in the not too distant future we can get a warm weather video going that involves real life surfing. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, if you could just take a moment to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. I'm pretty much a millionaire if you subscribe. I make $1 million from that, so where's the harm, right? You know, this thing is not exactly a huge money maker at this point, so not a huge factor, but it's something that does benefit the creators. So just that quick little click would be appreciated. If not, I get that, not a big deal. And that whatever that thing is, if you could click that, that'd be appreciated too. Probably a couple days, I never really know, but I'm sure I'll see you again soon. This has been a great hike.